Of campers were swept from Marion Square Park in Salem today, with the city saying it's just not sustainable for people to keep living there.
Fox 12's Drew Marine has the story from Salem.
The sweep happened this morning, and those living here are still packing up their belongings. One woman living here told us she's lucky to have somewhere to go, but most other campers are just going to move to other parks.
It was all over. The wall over there, underneath over there. I mean, all these areas where it's muddy.
Marion Square Park was home to dozens of campers until Thursday morning.
In Marion Square Park, about 4 months.
The city of Salem says they gave people several weeks' notice that camping would no longer be allowed.
It's expected as being a homeless person, you move. They asked us to take most valuable possessions to us, things that meant the most, and they replaced sleeping bags, tarps, and some tents. It was nice. They helped out.
Deborah Barry Strayer was one of those who had to pack up, and she says she's lucky she has somewhere else to go.
Most everybody has gone back to the very back part of Wallace Marine Park, which is kind of half city and half private property, so it's not too bad. And it's out of the public eye, and still the park is clean and acceptable for our children and all the baseball games.
Right, and so for you, what are you going to do?
I have moved out to private property that my family owns, so I won't have to move around again. I'm a fortunate one.
The city, with the help of a handful of outreach organizations, helped get people's items together and clean up the park. One of those outreach workers is Be Bold Executive Director Matthew Massera.
On the way down here yesterday, I was crying all the way here because I knew what was getting ready to happen. And I knew the trauma that was going to be associated with it.
He used to be houseless and even lived at Marion Square Park. He doesn't think sweeping camps is a solution, but says he's grateful he can approach his neighbors with care and compassion through his own experience.
Folks are going to be somewhere, right? Our neighbors are going to be somewhere. I was somewhere. And for us, that's the thing, we reach in and one person at a time. We're willing to walk through all the hard stuff with you, because street to home is really difficult.
The city of Salem says they understand these transitions are difficult, but they say they've given campers here several weeks' notice before today's sweep. They sent a statement that reads in part, quote, "We actively participate in regional efforts to address gaps in shelter beds, allocating American Rescue Plan Act funds to add micro-shelter village communities, new shelter beds, and safe park spaces." In Salem, Drew Marine, Fox 12 Oregon.